Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm going to give you guys a review and recap on a new episode of One Piece, which is episode 699. Now, this episode right here, it's going to be pretty simple with a little couple fillers, but I think it did its job what I was looking for, you know? And judging about how, I looked at this episode, I wish the voice acting could have been a little bit more better, but I think it came out the way I think I wanted it to when it comes to, voicing in terms of Japanese, you know. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, you know, at the beginning of a certain episode or somewhere around the beginning, we have to it that Sabo talks to Koala, yeah, that's her name. She's pretty much upset about Sabo's selfishness is, but he says, I care about my brother, okay? I don't give a crack about anything else right now. He did have a little small talk with Fujitora before the match was over. He said that he's betting his life on Straw Hat, which is Luffy himself. And therefore, we get to see another scene about King Riku and the others. And the citizens did capture Usopp and the others, tie them down, and they want to use as hostage exchange, you know, to get the other criminals there, which is the one with the bounties. However, pirates come in and they end up causing major trouble and so forth. And after seeing all this and that, King Riku realizes that the citizens are in danger. He gets ticked off, he gets help, and then he beats down every single pirate, you know. And therefore, we get a little scene with the citizens saying that even though we found out the truth and so forth, we become savages, and they ask King Riku to help him out. However, King Riku says, wait a little bit longer, you know? And Fujitora says he's actually betting the same thing with Straw Hat, you know? He's betting with Straw Hat knowing that they're gonna win. Which is a good thing, you know? Sorry for being silent right there. I felt a little itchiness in my throat. Going back to the fight between Law, Luffy, Doflamingo, Treble, and Bellamy, you know? Well, Bellamy is forced to fight, that kind of thing. So, eventually, as time continues on, we see to it that Luffy and Law actually have the advantage. However, Doflamingo takes full advantage of his string abilities and managed to put Luffy in a lock, along with, beating down Law. And therefore, after putting them down and knocking them out, he therefore reveals his identity or his lineage or blood relation, you know? He says that he's the identity, he's a descendant of the celestial dragons, of the Tenryubito. And later on, he ends up remembering something terrible something that happened to him in a terrible way. And he says, that he had one of the most prominent powers in the world, and it was so amazing, he says. But there's a little scream in the image that's probably Doflamingo as a kid screaming in terror and agony. And he says, but all that is freaking thrown out in the window because of my darn father. He said we must live as humans, we must act as humans. And therefore, there's a scene where he kills a butterfly, dude, and possibly an image of cutting off his father's head. And therefore, he reveals that he killed his father and took his head to Marigos to get back the fame. But they will not trust a renegade or betrayal of a bloodline of a powerful thing, and therefore gets more upset in talking about it. And says that at the age of 10, I know what heaven and hell looks like, and so forth. And sooner or later he says, the life you lived is nothing compared to what I have been through. I have no time to deal with you kind of brats right here. You hear me? Screaming out in anger and rage, telling Law and Luffy that he's a Tenryubito, and then how he tried to get back everything. And this is when it gets really serious about who he is right now. Because he could not get out of the hellhole, he decides to destroy
everything that the Tenru Beetle or Celestial Dragon has, no matter what. So pretty much he wants to destroy the world overall, if anything. That's how upset Doflamingo is of what happened to him. He lived through heaven. He knew what heaven and hell was, he says, at the age of 10 and so forth. And after that, he ends off saying, like, I have no time to play with you brats. You hear me? For a grown-up like me. And when it came to, like, on the next episode, which is the brand new one coming up next week, I'm pretty excited for it. You know, I've been waiting for that scenery or possible backstory for a long time. Like, it's been how many years or how many months that I want to see that. It's pretty much a long time, that's for sure. It's been a long time, and I can't wait to see that backstory because it was pretty cool. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it at that, people. I'll see to it if Knights of Sidonia will get subbed out, hopefully. If it doesn't, then I will see you guys in my Steins Gate review and recap. Until then, I'm off with Zittle. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.